Okay, so we're going to make pasta, some white sauce with bacon and pasta and stuff. So right now you're just going to want to take your bacon. Mine's really big chunks. This is just the strips that come off the end. It's a lot cheaper than the normal kind. So we use this, and you're just gonna want to cut it into little bite-sized chunks. Okay, so the pan's nice and hot. Look at our nice chopped bacon. See, I don't know if you can see, but the pan's steaming. So just put your bacon on there, and you're gonna want to saute it until it's nice and cooked. And while that cooks, we'll get started on the white sauce. Okay, so now we're gonna start the white sauce. The white sauce is made up of 3 different things: butter. This is just 1 stick or 90 grams of butter. Milk, 1 liter or 1 quart of milk. And flour. So now we just want to get this butter all nice and melted so that we can start actually making the white sauce. Okay, there we go. The butter is boiling. Now take your flour. This is just plain old white flour. Take a spoon. And this is probably about 3 tablespoons. Do that. Whisk it up. Okay, it's not thick enough. So I'm going to add a little bit more like that. And now whisk it up. You want a nice, a very thick paste. Still not quite there. Here we go. This is the perfect consistency. This is just butter and flour. No salt. No anything. I'm going to take that off the flame while I try to get the milk open. This is just a liter of whole milk. You're just going to pour this in. I don't really measure out my ingredients. And you're just going to pour in like probably about a cup and a half or something of it. Mix it all up. Then you're going to want to keep whisking it. Again, it is on like a medium heat. And just keep whisking it till it gets nice and thick. Okay, so the bacon is done. The pan's still very hot. I just turned it off. And you want it to be nice and like crispy and golden brown. The fat should be golden brown. And you always should taste. So just take about 1 of the larger chunks. So decide what and taste. If it's done, then everything's good. Okay. Now over here is the white sauce. Look how thick it is. It's been cooking about 3 minutes. Look how thick it is. It's essentially pudding. So now you're going to want to add more milk. You're going to use up an entire quart of milk. About 4 cups of milk. And you're going to want to whisk constantly or else you will get lumps and it will burn. I just added in the rest of the milk. So I used probably about 4 cups, give or take a little bit. And just whisk that until it thickens. Okay, so the water for the pasta is boiling now. And I'm just going to take penne rigate pasta. This is 500 grams, and I'm going to use 2. You can use less if you want. You'll get a more saucy thing. You'll have more sauce. But if you use more, then I use a kilo because that's how much it takes to feed my family. So this probably will feed about 8 people. And this is just boiling water with salt and oil. Just plain old oil. And yeah, you're going to want to let that cook for the recommended amount of time. Stirring occasionally. And I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you when it's done. Okay, so now as you can see, the stuff is boiling. Probably going to want to take that off the fire. It's completely cooked by now. Like this. Look at that. Nice and foamy. It's about putting consistency. And with this, you are definitely going to add salt. I generally add a rounded teaspoonful of salt. You are going to want to do this to taste. So just whip that together. Sorry, I'm going to adjust the angle. Now I'm going to add some pepper. Some nice black pepper. About that much. A little bit of paprika. Just a dash to give it some spice, because you don't want it to be bland and gross. Garlic powder. And some cayenne pepper. And just do this to taste, because I don't know what you like. I don't know how spicy. And now that your bacon, multitasking. Now your bacon is fully cooked. There we go, beautiful bacon. Be sure to get the bacon grease as well. Just pour that all in to your bowl and mix it up. Now add cheese, just grated cheese. I generally add anywhere from 1 to 3 handfuls. They just take about, in my opinion, probably about half a cup is a handful. Just do that and sprinkle it on top. Whisk it in so you have nice cheesy, this is essentially mac and cheese, but yeah, fancy mac and cheese. And I'm gonna add 2 this time. And done. Okay, the white sauce should be ready now. Just grab a spoon. Give it a taste. And it's good. Okay, so the noodles are done. They cooked for about 15 minutes, I think. I don't really know. Just cook them until they do. Look, break one apart and show you. See how there's no white inside? It shouldn't be crunchy at all. It should taste like noodles. Now we're going to assemble it. So just take your beautiful white sauce and pour it all over the top of the noodles. Don't freak out if you accidentally over-seasoned your white sauce a little bit. The noodles will not be salty at all. so it will balance it out. There we go. Now you're just going to want to mix this up all nicely. In my family, this serves 7 with no leftovers. But in anyone else's family, this will probably serve 8 to 9 people. I generally serve it with the little bowl of cheese on the side, so that people want more cheese, they can have it. And there we go. We have Fancy Dance mac and cheese. Make sure you mix it really well. You don't want some poor person to get no sauce. We generally end up eating it within 2 days, the entire thing. So it's really great. It's really great. What's it called? Reheated, and yeah, it's always best the day it's made. Always, no matter what. But yeah, it tastes great reheated. And here's the bowl of cheese to sprinkle on top of it. So yeah, hope you like it. And I'm gonna show you how to make a salad. I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to make a salad except for my sister. But yeah, I'm gonna show you how to make a salad, just so that you can have something healthy as opposed to this cheesy, bacony deliciousness. I'm just going to show you how to make a plain old salad. Like, yeah, any old salad. Tomato, cucumber, and bell pepper. So yeah, just cut off the top of your tomato and cut it like you're putting it in a sandwich, except quite a bit thicker, probably about 4 slices. And then I'm just going to roughly dice it, like cut each section into 9 pieces. So yeah, they're about that sized. Tomato, put it in your bowl. And there we go. Now we're going to do the cucumber. Just slice off both ends. I feel like peeling it because I live in Mexico and all the peels are filthy dirty. There we go. Now you're going to cut the cucumber in half lengthwise. If you find it hard, you can always cut it in half like that and then cut it in half lengthwise. But now you're just going to cut it into little chunks like that. Okay, so we're done with the cucumber. Now we have the cucumber and tomato. And I used this last night, so I just wrapped it up, and I don't particularly like bell pepper, but everyone else in my family does. So whenever I make salad, I put bell pepper in. Take out the seeds because they're really gross and bitter. And then I generally take out some of the whiteness, because that's also kind of gross, like that. And then I'm just going to do the long thin slices like this. And add lettuce, toss it kind of like that, and you're all set. I want cucumber.